Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Diddy Kong Racing, Part 12. We've officially hit Part 12. Can you believe it? In the last episode, which was a pretty significant one, we did all the silver coin stuff for Dragon Forest, followed up by, of course, the second Smokey boss fight. You kind of know how that sort of spiel goes, but a very important development is that we now have every single piece of the Wizpig amulet, which means that we're going to be able to face Wizpig here pretty soon. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll do that this episode even. Hey, longer episode for you guys? I don't know. I'll probably think about it over the course. But, of course, before we do anything like that, let's slow our roll a little bit. We got to do the trophy race followed up by the battle minigame. You sort of know how the sort of ordeal with that goes. I do also just got to say, one of the weirder things that I find with these trophy races is the ordering that you do some of the tracks. And the reason I say it's weird is because you would think that the order that the tracks would be in would be based on, I don't know where my acceleration was there for a moment. You would think the order would actually be based on, just the balloon counts, and like the lower balloon count levels start first and the higher balloon count levels are last. But for some reason, Boulder Canyon is first. I don't really understand that. But I mean, like, is what it is, I guess. I don't know. But hope you all are doing well. Hey, you remember when I said I wasn't sure? I think I said this back in, like, episode 10? Episode 10? You remember when I said that I wasn't sure if I was going to record all of Dragon Forest in one sitting? I am now sure. This is my third recording. It's probably going to be my last, though. I genuinely think, look, I get my mindset that I was doing with the first, what was it, 6 parts? Oh, no, dude. I think I legitimately recorded 6 parts in one sitting, and that's, I think, let's clarify. I don't think it was 6 parts in one sitting. It was, I recorded 6 parts in the span of a day, which was fine. But especially with the caffeine crash incident, I was like, ooh, yeah. Ooh, that was kind of sick, actually. Hovercraft movement's a little weird for me, but that was actually fairly nice. But I'm happy to say that ever since the caffeine crash incident from part 4, 5, and 6, that has not happened since. And I am very happy for that. Speaking of which, I got caffeine on me. I legitimately didn't drink any of this during the last episode. Oh yeah, feeling rejuvenated. Call me a caffeine addict the way I be down in these Diet Cokes, bro. Call me Matt Pat the way I be down in these Diet Cokes. Sorry, I'm in my own little rambling head. Hey, Greenwind Village. I love this level, dude. You know what? Just for you guys, let's do this. So this is the downwards path. Actually, okay, that might be faster. That might genuinely be faster, but no, do you notice, like, they're literally right behind me still? I really don't think, maybe it's not a shortcut and they actually intend for it to be like a, whoops, you're in the thick of the crowd, you accidentally fall down there or whatever. And believe me, that has happened to me before. I am no stranger to that, but it definitely, I think if I recall, it definitely felt like much more of a shortcut in DS, which is like, okay, that's kind of cool. I like the concept of the well being a shortcut, but I don't mind the concept of the well being sort of like a trap, like it is in, this game. I mean, it probably is a trap across both games, and I'm just tripping, but, what can you do, really? Dude, I don't know when I suddenly became good at that sharp turn section. I don't know when I used to suck so bad at this section, bro. Well, not this section, but that section at the end with a bunch of the sharp turns. I used to suck really bad at that section, and now I'm just like blazing through it, bro. I'm still using the whole tech, by the way, of just, I don't want to say mashing. It genuinely is just more gently tapping the A button and just kind of going along with it. There we go. That was a sick pause thing, by the way. Awesome. You want to see it? Windmill Plains. Yeah, Windmill Plains is third for some reason. Like, they swapped around Boulder Canyon and Windmill Plains. Windmill planes. I can't. You know, maybe it's not even just the caffeine. You know, I genuinely think maybe the English is hard bit that I had for episode 4, maybe the issue wasn't the caffeine. Maybe the issue was simply just I can't speak English to save my life. Very possible theory there, I feel. But I hope you all are having a good day. As of recording this, it is Monday. It's a Monday. Mondays are Mondays for me. I will say, like, here's the thing. I think it was around a month or two ago. That was probably more like 2 months ago. I was going to the gym with some members of my family and everything on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I kind of stopped going, at least as of the last, like, week or two due to some stuff going on. And I was just like, I just want to stay at home for a bit. I'm not going to go, obviously, in detail on what that stuff is. But I figure, like, dude, I feel like if I wasn't doing these Let's Play videos, man, I would feel so cooped up and just, like, you know, because I don't really do a whole lot, right? You would think, you know, what's the life of Avis like? It's not that interesting, bro. It really isn't that interesting. This is probably some of the most interesting stuff I do out on the day-to-day, and I genuinely... Look, man, I think going into this topic, I'm going to not approach it with saying, like, I'm reflecting on the Let's Plays for, like, the 15th time over the span of 2 Let's Plays, but I do just want to say, hey, I think we're at 23 subs right now. Thank you guys so much for all the support. My friend Taco, he is the most recent sub, so Taco, if you're watching this, you're a real one. You're a real one. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's cool to reach out to an audience like this. Here I go again. I said I wasn't going to do this. But I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for this stuff. But yeah, we genuinely have just been having a decently steady increase in an audience, and it's just been great. I know that a lot of Let's Players, you know, what's interesting, and I guess this is going to be my twist and my excuse for talking about this sort of thing, to kind of talk about the wider scene of content creation, I guess. Let's Players don't really, I mean, it's not the hip thing to be a Let's Player as much as it used to now, right? I think the concept of just hitting start record and just, you know, going at it, playing the game, and talking for maybe 10 to 20 minutes, it's not as much of a big concept as it used to be, right? It's not as much of a big concept as it used to be, which is fine. However, it is still absolutely my favorite style of content on YouTube, and has been since I was a kid, for sure. Which is part of the reason why, even though it's not the big thing, I do it now. And there are several smaller, you know, YouTubers that I've found that do Let's Play styled content. There is this one of the big channels that I remember I found before. One of the big channels I found before I shortly started doing my Let's Plays was a YouTuber by the name of Pan Bimbo. He has, I think, a couple hundred subs, and he does like these. His concept for his Let's Plays are like these late night videos where he's like, you know, he's just simply like, I don't know. How do I word this? He's just recording. He's doing Let's Plays late at night, and like I've been really invested in his Mario Galaxy 2 Let's Play right now, and it's really good. I might link his channel down below, honestly, if you guys want to check him out. Hopefully I can remember to actually do that. If not, someone in the comments, please remind me to, because he's a great channel. He's a great channel. I think he deserves some love. Anyways, we're going to do some Boulder Canyon, because Boulder Canyon is our location for our 4th and final key. Now, the key for this level is definitely the most obscure. It's definitely the least, well, I want to say it's the least obvious. I don't know. That Crescent Island one is a little, it's a little rough, but basically, There goes my my momentum again. What we gotta do for this? This is actually kind of interesting. We gotta get both. We gotta get like 2. Now let's get 3 for safe measures. We gotta hit this bell. Now I didn't really ever tell you guys, but this bell, when you hit it on Boulder Canyon, it raises up the bridge and might cause anyone to have to go around on the sides of the bridge to actually, you know, get back to this main area. Pretty cool stuff, especially if you're playing a multiplayer. But for the specific purposes of getting the key, I don't know if you see, the key is up top there. How do we get it? By missing. That's how you get it. Can't do this, dude. Okay, please. Can I? There we go. And then you boost. There you go. I also just realized there is no chance you know, this will be the one exception where I don't fully finish out the race and do that whole bit. I kind of forgot that was a shtick that we did, and then I started rambling a bunch, got the key, and realized, you know, I really don't want to replay. I don't want to. I'm a whole lap behind, man. I just got lapped. Like, I don't want to deal with that. I really don't want to deal with that. But what do you guys say? It's time we do our 4th and final battle minigame. Arguably the easiest one, in my opinion. Smoky Castle. So, the whole thing with this one is that inside the little castle area, all 4 of us, you know, me and the 3 other opponents, we have, as you can see, our own little pedestals that have these little crates in. So our goal is to pick up bananas around the level and return them to that crate. And once whoever fills up their crate first, or their chest, wins. That's basically the whole shtick with this one. Now, the reason I say this one's really easy is because I think you can only put 2 bananas in at a time. You can only put 2 bananas in at a time. Which, as a result, I know that sounds tedious, but typically what it means is that you don't have to go very far to actually retrieve bananas and then get back to where you need to get back to. The big thing is that when you're actually holding the bananas, someone can shoot you with, like, you know, a missile or something, and it will steal your bananas. Well, it won't directly give it to them, but it will drop them for others to pick up. The CPUs are not very smart about doing that, though. And so there's just these 2 different routes you can go, honestly, with just, you know, letting the bananas respawn, go a different route, and then get the bananas that just respawned on the route you went previously. So now we can go back over here. As you can see, the bananas are back. You see the cycle we're kind of going through? And the CPUs, right? They don't know this pattern all that well. They really don't. They don't know this method. Okay, like, they don't know the method like I do, which sounds funny to say. So now I should be able to. Oh no, a CPU must have retrieved one. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Grab that. And then we're going. Ooh, I think a CPU tried to shoot me there just now. And we're good. Like, literally had to face no issues with that. That was just about as smooth sailing as it gets, really. So hey, not only did we clear out the Whizpig amulet last episode, but we cleared out the mysterious TT amulet. So now I want you guys to process. I want you guys to come to terms. I want you guys to process the fact that we now have every piece of the Whizpig amulet, every piece of the TT amulet, and we have gotten all 4 trophy race trophies. So now, what do? Well, I thought about saving this big thing for next episode, but I figure, you know, you guys have been working, you Diddy Kong Racing peeps have been working with slightly shorter episodes. Why don't I give you a long one? Why don't I give you something really cool to go with it, in fact? Yeah, so he is kind of alive now. So if we go on over to where the Whizpig face is, the mouth is open. Okay? The mouth is open. And, well, fellas, this is, yeah, you know, I never really realized this is kind of the final part. It kind of didn't dawn on me that this was going to be the final part, but it is. Because we're going into the final boss, baby. Ooh, he's so mad. Look at him. I remember seeing this as a kid when I first played the N64 version for the first time. And oh my god, bro. This is horrifying. If you've ever seen the DS version of the game, they watered down the fear that this cutscene puts in tenfold. Now, as you can see, we got a Whizpig race here. Now, if you have ever heard anything about Diddy Kong Racing, one of the big things you're going to hear is that this race is a nightmare in terms of difficulty. It is genuinely very huge on, as you can see, he is zooming. I am doing the A button tech. By the way, might as well restart the race right there. Yes, I'm not joking. It is that strict. So, you have these areas of the map where you can fall off into water. And on top of this, Whizpig is also really fast. As a result, what you kind of have to resort to doing is, do you remember that tech I taught you guys back in like part 4 with the whole like letting go of the gas right as you hit a zipper or a blue balloon boost? Yeah, that is going to be extremely crucial to your success on Whizpig. Not that I think it is necessarily required, right? I don't think it's necessarily required, but guys, I'm telling you, if you do not do that tech, you will get messed up. Now, of course, the slight advantage I can have is staying slightly ahead of him, because I think you might as well restart the race. I'm not joking. Because you have to do a full 360 turnaround, and you saw how fast Whizpig is, bro. If you fall in certain areas of the map, you might as well call it quits, bro. You might as well restart. This is genuinely, in my opinion, and I mean, I guess this would make sense because it is the final boss, but this is by far the hardest boss in the game, and it is not even close. And the crazy part is, it's not even anything to do with crazy mechanics like, you know, Blubber and Smokey, like, shooting out the, like, fireballs or the bubbles or anything, or the spikes. This is just straight up, you have to be good at the game and maneuver correctly. And if you can't do that, well, you know, you're kind of screwed. You're genuinely kind of screwed. But I remember seeing a Let's Player. I think I've talked about this Let's Player maybe back when I was doing Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I might not have mentioned it, but one of my biggest inspirations, especially for this style of Let's Play, was actually a YouTuber by the name of Durden77. He did a Let's Play of this game, conveniently with Banjo, by the way. Or coincidentally with Banjo. By the way, I've got a really good lead. I might actually get this, which is much sooner than expected. But he did a Let's Play of this game and played as Banjo. And when he got to Whizpig, oh man, I think he spent 2 whole episodes on Whizpig. And can I blame him? No, because especially if you're really casual. Imagine if you're a kid in the 90s, right? Can I do the trick? Now imagine doing that tech on the final boss, fellas. I could hit restart race. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that. Hey, we beat the game! We beat the game! Celebrate good times, come on! I'm gonna copyright claim for singing that. I'm not doing that, sorry. But yeah, so I don't know, he spent 2 whole episodes on this fight. And rightfully so. I mean, this is tough, man. And this was in the year of, I think he did this Let's Play in like 2007 or 2008. Guys, I was I'm not obviously going to dox my age or anything, but I was a wee lad back in the year of 2007, 2008. That's all I'm going to say. And, you know, it's insane because, like, I played it for the first time, and it was definitely a struggle for me. Hey, We're having a party. Look at Conquer go. By the way, if you see that little post on the wall with the 4 little golden Whizpig things, that is actually representing all the trophies we've gotten. You just got a little signpost up there to represent that you got all your trophies and whatnot, you know, celebratory stuff. And you love to see it. Look at that. I don't know why we're panning over to a lighthouse. That seems kind of inconspicuous and weird. Now, what are you doing here, bro? Whizpig, what are you doing here? We just beat you. What are you doing? Oh, he's come to crash the party. What? Whizpig. Why would you do this, bro? What's the purpose? There's no reason for this. You don't gotta do this, man. Sorry, something that cracks me up every single time I watch this cutscene is when, you know, Whizpig's like, but I had to say goodbye. And then you just have a moment of silence, and then Taj awkwardly running around and going, whoa! Like, it's like a moment of silence, and it's just, whoa! And it's really funny to me. So, yeah, you just get this little kind of mean, but, sort of a little wholesome bit, if you want to call it wholesome. This mean little wholesome bit of, you know, Whizpig crashes the party at the end. You know, potentially, I don't know, queuing a sequel up to the game. There was never a sequel to this game. There was I think I talked about this in a really, really early episode of this series, which I think was in like episode 1 or 2. But there was a planned sequel for this game, and it was not going to be called Diddy Kong Racing. It was going to be called Donkey Kong Racing. And it, I believe, got canned and turned into something else. I think it was going to be on the GameCube, if I'm understanding, which I guess would have been fine. Like, I don't think there would have necessarily been any issue with it, per se. But, you know, is what it is. From the little bit that we got shown of it, because I think really early on in its development, we saw a little bit of the game, and it did look okay. It definitely looked okay, but nothing insane, right? It was definitely going to be a different format. I think there was a whole scene of you were in kind of an open world area, kind of like the hub world that we're used to in this game. You were in sort of an open world area with that, and you were riding Donkey Kong on a Rambi. So it was going to be a little more true to form of like the Donkey Kong Country series, rather than being Diddy Kong's own little thing. Again, it was not going to be called Diddy Kong Racing 2. This was going to be called Donkey Kong Racing. And again, I think it got canned and turned into like, I thought I heard some rumor that it was turned into like what would eventually become an F-Zero game, which is hilarious, to be honest, but, that could honestly be completely wrong. I really don't take my word for that one, because I'm actually, now that I think about it, I'm very not so confident going into that claim necessarily. But hey, would like to clarify, we beat the game, or did we? I don't know. Hey, cool little thing here. Every time that you run through these staff credits, they give you one of these magic codes, which is a thing that Diddy Kong Racing has that basically allows you to use cheat codes. You literally get little cheat codes, and I believe, although I could be wrong, I believe you can actually use them in, I believe you might actually be able to use them in the adventure mode as well, which is interesting, to say the least. I'm gonna take you guys on a journey real quick, because I feel like there's an elephant we need to address in the room, and it's not Taj. It's not Taj, funny enough. So, as you can see, we're back where we kind of were before. Obviously, everything's looking about as it did. You know, the Whizpig mouth is still open. But I feel as if there's something we need to address. First of all, I just want to make this little note. You see all these frogs, and then there's one with a little red rooster thing on it? It's making noises as well. What's that about? Well, I don't know, if you notice, I had a whole setup where I was going to run over the frog, be like, hey, you can run over frogs, by the way. And then it's like, what if we ran over the rooster frog? Yeah, so I just unlocked a character. That is Drumstick, one of the better characters in the game. He's not incredible, but he's one of the 2 unlockable characters in this game. And he's okay. Again, like I said, he is an okay character, but nothing special by any means. So, but that's not the main thing I wanted to draw attention to. On top of this, I wanted to draw attention to our little achievement here. Looks pretty nice. I know. In fact, I could even touch it. You know, I'm that happy with my performance. I just want to touch the sign. Well, this certainly isn't what I expected from touching a sign. So here's the thing. I don't know if you guys kind of got the idea based on that little "the end" prompt at the end of the credits. We are not done with the game. I lied to you again. I'm sorry. Yeah, so the game's not over. We have one last world. One last world to handle. And we're going to handle it, fellas. We will handle it. Something worth noting, by the way, this is very worth noting, is that, as you can see here, this little TT door actually would not be able to fully open if we did not have every piece of the TT amulet. Now, we still can't open it because we actually need to beat all of the levels, both in terms of their regular level stuff and their silver coins first. On top of this, while it is not required to actually beat the game, there is a trophy race available for this world as well, and we will be doing that. So, don't worry, we are going to have an extra little bit of time dedicated to doing that sort of thing. But we're going to handle that in a later episode. So, very eventful episode, as you can tell. This episode is almost cutting the 30-minute mark. So, you guys basically just got a Donkey Kong Jungle Beat episode. What? Yeah, you basically just got a Donkey Kong Jungle Beat episode. Congratulations. We did a lot. Obviously, we finished off Dragon Forest, beat this whole big bad Whizpig sort of deal, thought the game was over, and now guess what? There's one final world awaiting us, and it's in space. It looks sick. It's awesome, and I can't wait to go through this last world for you guys, and it's going to be very exciting. But that's going to do it for this episode of Diddy Kong Racing Part 12. Part 12. Hey, great episode. Honestly, great episode. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. It's your life. Do what you want with it. And I will see you fellas in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.